It is Tuesday morning, which means we usually do pop-off politics right about now, but today is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and that means City Council is off. Someone who is not off is this guy, Mario. Happy Thanksgiving.
We got nothing this week.
No, but you do.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, by the way, but we got nothing this week.
Yeah, you do. You had such a big week last week.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about.
I'm tired from last week.
I know, you're exhausted.
But we got a lot.
Let's go.
And we do have so much from last week. Oh, my goodness.
Starting with
the Post, Houston, Food Court,
the Convention Center. Yes.
Let's
start there. Let's start there. Okay.
All right, so what happened was last week, if you remember, we talked about this on Pop-Off Politics last Tuesday. And it was about this Convention Center hotel they're going to build by the Post Oak. Or excuse me, not the Post Oak, by the Post Houston. By the Post Houston.
Old post office right downtown Washington Avenue area.
And what happened was, well, we exposed it. We started asking questions on Monday morning at about 9 a.m. and about 3 hours later, the thing got pulled. It got pulled out of the city agenda.
Not tagged. Pulled.
They pulled it, which means it wasn't happening. And what we had questions were about was, did this ever go to RFP? How much was it going to cost? What did these designs look like? Can we just get some specifics on this? And that never happened. So they pulled it, and that's what happened then. And then let's rev up our engines.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's rev up the engines.
And the Porsche partnership.
The Porsche partnership. Is it Porsche or Porsche?
Porsche.
Okay.
I had to host one of their events for St. Jude, and they had you, before we did the event, without telling us, they're like, how do you say that? I'm like, Porsche. They're like, no, Porsche.
That must have been a pretty quick event. See what I did there? Anyways, so here's what happened with this Porsche partnership. Man, I'm all excited again.
Let's go!
Okay, because remember what happened was we exposed a Porsche partnership deep inside City Hall involving William Paul Thomas and this concessionaire.
Mr. Yu.
Mr. Jason Yu. He was involved in the Houston
airports.
Yeah, that's right, the Houston airport system. And what we found was this 2015 Porsche purchased in 2018.
Roadster.
It was a Boxster Roadster convertible. It was nice.
Very nice.
And they purchased it together.
Both their names on the title.
And you thought that was kind of strange. When
Yeah, I was like, wait, two guys in no sort of relationship, both their names on the title.
Right. But you got to remember something here. William Paul Thomas is federally convicted. And he was convicted for bribes tied to cash bribes. And people were wondering, oh goodness, well, what is this about? And that's what had everybody in Houston talking. Because how is it possible that this city council relations director is co-owner of a Porsche?
But then getting a public defender in his federal case.
Well, also, let's not forget about the benefit that he was receiving,
That's
right?
true too.
Because if he's on the title of a car with another person, is he completely on the hook?
Right.
He's not. So that meant that Jason Yu would be covering his payments. And that was the benefit that was taking place on your dime.
Yes.
That was happening.
Your money.
That was happening at City Hall.
Just out of curiosity, does Mr. Dean own any other Porsches?
Mr. Thomas?
Mr. Thomas.
William Paul Thomas has owned 3 Porsches that we've been able to identify. There was one that he had the mayor on in the back, back in 2015. Then he bought this one with Jason Yu in 2018, and that car got sold earlier this year. And William Paul Thomas bought a 3rd Porsche. And that's the Porsche that he drove to court when he needed to ask the judge for a federal public defender, which they gave him, which means the new attorney that he has, which is his old one because she's eligible to be a public defender, is actually getting paid by us as he drove off in his Porsche.
Okay, so that situation is speeding off to nowhere fast. We have something else going on.
And that's where we get to the conversation about being rude.
Or you stop payment to the contractors that are under investigation.
I
did ask you to send me a list of questions.
I will talk to your general manager. Please
ask her.
escort our way.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
The questions are in the email to Mary if you'd like to answer.
You're very rude.
Thank you.
And I want you to know you're not going to get away with this. You are rude.
I don't know.
Oh, that was good for Amy, though.
Very good.
In fact, great for Amy Davis. Yeah. She's a hardworking mom. She held the top man accountable for the right reasons, asking him questions that hard-working Houstonians and hard-working families are asking themselves.
Yeah, and this is what we do. This is about checks and balances.
Yeah, it's what KPRC 2 Investigates does. And this is what we do with Pop-Off Politics. We want to highlight these type of stories so you have an understanding of exactly what we do every single week. Are we done?
No, we're not. This chapter is not over.
Oh, nice. The book. The book. We got to talk to you about a book. Oh, we got to, let's bring in some more open space here because I'm getting just tied up.
Warm.
Yeah. Whew. This is our lobby, by the way. All right, so the book. Here's what happened. So Mayor Turner had the State of the City address a few weeks ago. And that was put together by a woman named Cindy Clifford at Houston First. They got all of these private donations, Zach.
Remind folks, Houston First. What is Houston First?
Houston First is the travel tourism arm for the city of Houston, the convention. They try to bring in the big conventions. They want people to come and visit. As someone told me, we're not in the book printing business. Why am I bringing up a book? Why am I talking about printing? Because the mayor had the book.
Yeah. The Winning Legacy?
That's right. Oh, A Winning Legacy.
Winning Legacy.
A Winning Legacy. Very good. And this book was distributed at the State of the City luncheon. Everything was great. They did about 600 of these books, right?
Copies.
And then suddenly, Houston First is presented with a bill. And they're like, huh?
Pretty big bill.
What is it? $124,000 for 600 books. Well, so we did the math. And I'm not great at arithmetic, but I was able to go onto my iPhone, do the math. $206
per book.
Per book for 90 pages. So we reached out to Houston First saying, are you guys really going to use public dollars to print this book? I mean, this is about the mayor and about a State of the City luncheon, about him. Is that really what you guys do? And guess what happened?
What'd you find out?
They ended up saying, yeah, we're not going to be voting on this.
Yeah.
They took it off of the docket. There was a lot of wait and see from the city of Houston on this last week. They pulled it. And then what happened was we got a new statement.
Yes. An email.
I
remember being in the newsroom when this guy received that.
An email. I got this email saying that Houston First, we're not using public dollars. We pulled it from the agenda of the board meeting that we're having. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a new strategy to privately fundraise to pay the $124,000 for Mayor Turner's book. And what's incredible about this is that, again, as Houston First told me, we're not in the book printing business.
Right.
And they're using the Travel Tourism Convention Authority for Houston to now come up with a fundraising plan for the mayor's book.
So what's the mayor saying about all of this?
Great question. I spoke to him on Friday, and he was talking and he was doing his thing about everything, right? Treating me a little bit different from Amy. Just a little bit.
A little bit disappointed in Houston First on how they presented it.
David Mintzberg said that he's going to come up with a fundraising strategy. Is that the best?
David Mintzberg doesn't have to come up with any funding. Sylvester Turner has taken care of that bill. Thank you.
What a week it was.
Yeah, a wild week. I hope we're taking a break, right?
Hi.
For the holiday?
I'm exhausted.
We're going to get you out of here, but before we do, as always, if people have questions, if they have concerns, if they want to get in touch with you. So when you get back to the office, when you get back to the station,
when I get back to my desk,
yes, your inbox will be loaded. What's that email address?
mdiaz@kprc.com. We do this every single day. What you saw Amy do is what Joel Eisenbaum does, Bill Spencer, Robert Arnold, our talented journalists behind the scene, as well as myself. So please know that we are always looking to hold people accountable when it is proper because we're looking out for you.
And I would push it to one more level and say that's what every single journalist does.
This is true. This is true.
Newsroom.
Forgive me. He's absolutely dead right. We do that, all of us.
Yeah.
Our investigations are more in depth, but that's exactly what we do.
Every day.
I'm going to get going. I want to say, everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Be safe out there, obviously, if you're traveling. And brother, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy.